Welcome back, everybody. Hope you've all had a good Christmas. I'm recording this just before Christmas, but it should be released just after, so I hope you've all had a great Christmas, fantastic Christmas dinner, you're all over it a little bit, and had all the presents you're looking forward to. As you can see from the thumbnail, we are planning to do a soybean harvest contract today. It popped up not long after I finished the last episode, along with a couple of ploughing contracts. So I've delayed the liming that I said I would do, probably until next episode, although it depends how we go. We're going to sell some lettuce, move our milk from the sheep's barn, or sheep barn I should say, to the dairy. We're going to finish a ploughing contract, big ploughing contract that we've got a helper working on at the moment. We've borrowed equipment for that. In fact, we borrowed equipment for a small contract, which I did on field 30 or 31, so obviously it didn't cost a lot, and now I'm using that on a much bigger ploughing contract. So that's the other thing we've got going on while we do this. The soybeans from this contract need to be sold to the co-op at the grain store, so I'm hoping we don't have a repeat of what happened in the last episode where the contract failed on us because there wasn't space for the crop, which has never happened to me since 2019. So I was quite surprised with that, and we did get penalised financially as well. They took the money out of the account for the contract value, so I need to hope that the corn that we sell will get us to more than the value of what that contract was, otherwise we'll end up losing money on that. But for now, yeah, we're going to focus on this. We'll sell some crop, the lettuce. We'll start producing fruit yoghurt, and then, depending on where we are with the ploughing contract, we'll plough our grass field so we can make it slightly bigger and tidy up the edges, so that we don't have painted meadow grass, but we have proper grass. So I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll come back to you when we're ready to take the soybeans to the co-op. Okay, here we go. We've just finished the field, so we've got the soybeans to take to the co-op. Really hoping we have a little bit more success this time than the last episode, which was a first for me. I just can't believe that happened. So here we are, nearly empty. Right, perfect. Let's go and put this up on the grass. Right. And let's jump in the tractor. Oh, hang on. Front wheel steering. There we are. Perfect. So we can quickly get to the co-op if these cars don't brake all the way there, because you get too close to them. Right, there we are, they accelerate off. Hoping we get paid here. We can then take the payment for this harvest contract and then take the trailer back to the farm, where we can actually, I'm just thinking we can probably tab back to the farm. Right, are we going to be able to sell this? Yes. Excellent news. Okay, so leave you there. Let's complete the harvest contract. Let's now look to see where's the best place to sell the lettuce. So if we scroll all the way down, we've got 2 pallets again, I think. Did I go past it? Yes. Relay de Fermier 6006. Tag the place. Across the road and around the back. Okay. Oh yes. So you go down the little alley here. If you don't crash into the car. That's the problem with jumping from all-wheel steering to front-wheel steering. It's extra sensitive, and then you oversteer. Right. Here we go. So that should be 3,000, because that's only 500 litres on a pallet. Perfect. Yep. Let's go and get the other pallets. Still no apples. Okay, let's line up. Oh, if you don't crash into the door. Excellent. It's funny. I wanted to use all this foraging equipment. It didn't even occur to me that it would be perfect for using in that greenhouse. It's been a right result. Yeah, it's been great, especially with that little forklift from the last DLC. It's so easy. It's unreal. Right, so I'm gonna drive to the farm. So we can take the milk. If we start filling up the milk tank, well, 3,700, so we haven't got a lot, but at least we can start producing. If we why won't it? Oh, start overloading. Fantastic. So if I now go to the menu, we should be able to... Yeah, we've got milk, sugar, apples. Should be able to start the fruit yoghurt. So let's leave that there for now, out of the way. Let's take the forklift back. The fork, I should say. It's not forklift, is it really? And then okay, let's leave that there. I'll leave the trailer there and I'll get it later. But if we go to the shop, I'm going to buy a small plough. I start messing around borrowing equipment all the time. It's just going to be more cost effective in the long run to buy the plough now. So if I go to buy the best plough I can get for under 150 horsepower, that's this red brand, 120 horsepower, 2 meters. Let's buy it. Okay, I've got a big enough weight. Now, right, you can't fold this plough. Now, on the way to I say on the way to the field, actually it's not strictly true, because the field's just there. But I am aware there is supposed to be, if I can find the middle of the village, there is the middle of the village. No, it's not there. Where is the town centre? Oh, I thought it was around here. I'm losing my mind. Okay, I am losing my mind. We'll just plough. I thought the town centre was just round the corner there somewhere, and I was led to believe there's a collectible there. Now, actually, the helper's already done more of this than I thought, so I'm not going to do this. I'm going to take the plough straight round to our grass field, and then we're going to plough the edge of our grass field to make it slightly bigger. So let's crack on, let's get over there as quick as we can. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to have to rotate the plough. You can see the edge here is not very tidy. So what we want to do is allow to create fields, lower plough, and off we go. Let's lift it up. If it wasn't a grass field with a nice long edge, I wouldn't be too worried about making bigger. A lot of people seem to get carried away with doing that in all of their playthroughs. It's not something I normally worry about. But because the fields are so small, and here you can see they're just messy rather than not big enough. I just want to make the boundaries a little bit clearer. And up here, like, there's plenty of space to make this bigger at the front of the field. So if I lift that up there we go. If I take that edge, it doesn't have to be perfect, but this should get me a better grass. Because it's not the painted stuff in the patches in the middle. This isn't too bad here actually, but I'll just tidy it up. So yeah, let's go along this edge. That's a nice straight line. Okay. Right, let's go back and then do this bit at the front. Start at this end and then I'll rotate afterwards. Okay. Once I've done this front bit, I will just get the subsoiler because that's wider. Right. There we go. Just a couple more rows. Actually, think I'm doing that the wrong way around, but I won't lose sleep over it, let's be honest. And okay, we want to go just outside that faint green line. Is that going to be enough? Wide enough? No, there's a little one. No, I've done it. I've done it. Perfect. Right, turn off limit to fields. There we go. We don't want to accidentally create a field somewhere else. I'm gonna put the plough here. Right. Let's get the subsoiler. And I will go around and subsoil the whole field. And I'll come back to you guys when it is done, I think. Let's unfold the cultivator. Then it'll be ready to lime and fertilise and sow once it's fully cultivated. Right, speak to you soon. Okay guys, we're just finishing off subsoiling the grass field. Right, let's quickly turn around. Do that last little bit. Perfect. There we go. Okay, right, let's lift and fold. And we can now, we'll put this next to the cultivator. Okay, right, so the contract is done, but I've realised that just over here is where I wanted to go. So here's the map for the collectibles. So I found one of them, and I believe there is another one in here. So you can see the bright. There we are. Collect. Breton. There we are. So we've now got that one. And now we have 75,000 in the bank, so that pays for the plough that we've just bought, and we can complete those two contracts. So yes, we have some income. What have we got left to do? There's nothing here. We have everything we want round here. We started the yoghurt. Yes, we've got 51 litres going on the yoghurt. There's no other contracts. There's a crazy one for the really enormous field, but that'll take us forever. We'll be here for 6 months doing that field, 4 rows at a time. So I think we can potentially go to the shop, take a shortcut here. Actually, tell you what we'll do is we'll get a mulcher before we do the liming. We can mulch this field. So if we shoot to the shop, we can purchase a mulcher. That needs doing, ideally before we lime the other fields. So there's a small mulcher. It's only 3 meters, but I've used the other 2 in other playthroughs. Oopsie. So I'm gonna get the small one. It's a mod. But that is fine. So let's pop around the back and we'll purchase a mulcher. So go in the shop. Mulcher. So this is 2.2 meters for 130. Remember, we need under 150. This one's 130, but it's heavy, and I've used it in other playthroughs. In fact, a lot of people use it. Same with this one, that's a whole 150, and it's 4 tons. And then there's the horse ones who use a lot of horsepower. Then there's little Agromaz, £12,000, 3 meters. It's not heavy, and it's only 70 horsepower. So if we buy this one, because it's not expensive, buy it with weights. Those things annoy me, so we don't need those. So let's just get it with weights. Buy, yes. And I think while we're here, we're gonna buy. No, we won't. We'll lease the lime spreader. I don't need to buy it. We're going to use it every 3 years. So, what? It's funny how some mods make them pop out the wrong way around. Right. Let's race back to the sorghum field. And then we can mulch there. I'll have to come and get that trailer after the episode's finished. Yeah, so then next time we can lime all the fields, which is not going to take long. And potentially it'll be December, so it may be the best time to sell some of our products. I don't know if it's December or January. Right, here we are. Right, so I'm gonna focus on mulching on here. Then if I mulch the soybean field, that'll get rid of the weeds on there as well. And then I'll come back to you guys, I think. So I'm going to crack on with this and then we'll see where we are in a little while. Okay guys, here we are. We're just finishing off mulching the last field. There we are. Oh, out of the way of the car. So we've mulched the soybean field and the sorghum field, as you can see. So we just need to put the mulcher away if I don't crash into the tree. That's small, that can go on there. Right. Now, one thing I did just check, I said about sowing the grass. I actually looked, and you can see here, November is the last time to sow grass before March. So if I sow it in March, I'm not going to get a cut in the spring. So the next episode, we're going to sow the grass, we'll roll it, and then we'll do the liming. And then we'll move on to December afterwards. So I think that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. See you next time.